San Miguel Escobar, we live more than 8,000 people.
8,000?
Yes. Of these 8,000 people, 75% of people, we are small coffee farmers.
Okay.
So this is a coffee town. All of the coffee that we are growing,
Yeah.
we are growing on the slopes of this volcano. So this is one of our pieces of land. So this is the host, the field host of the coffee. We bring it back to here and we use it as organic compost. It's cloudy today, but in that way we have other two volcanoes. We have Volcán de Acatenango and Fuego. Fuego is one of the most active volcanoes. So this one is the closest pieces of land that we have, because sometimes we need to walk 1.5 hours to get to the field, or 2 hours. So altitude from the highest pieces of land is 2,100 meters above the sea level. It's too high. So here the exactly altitude is like 1,500, like 70 meters above the sea level. So our coffee we are growing between 1,500 meters to 2,200 meters above the sea level. So this is the altitude. Just big coffee companies, we call fincas de café. They were the only people who grew coffee before. So my grandparents, both they were workers of this coffee company. They met with the owner. They started a really good friendship with the owner. Then the owner gave some coffee seeds to my grandparents. My grandparents brought the seeds to here, and both they were the first people growing coffee on the slopes of this volcano. Robusto families and Arabic family. Robusto produce more beans, but lower quality. Arabic family produce less beans, but higher quality. So from each family, from Arabic and from Robusto, there are more than 100 varieties of coffee. 100 from Arabic family and 100 from Robusto families.
Okay.
In our family, we are growing two types of coffee, two varieties of coffee. We are growing Catuai. This plant is Catuai. Catuai is a shorter plant. And we are growing Bourbon. Bourbon is a taller plant. So this one we call like wild plants, because last coffee harvest, so the plant, some beans fall, and it grows. So this is like after 40 or 60 days, and this one is like after 75 days. After the seeds can germinate, we need to prepare a little plastic bag. This plastic bag we fill with soil, organic compost, and then we put one baby plant in each plastic bag. The coffee plants, the new baby plants, we need to grow for 1 year in our houses. Why we grow for 1 year in our houses? Because here we don't have irrigation systems. We only use the rainwater. Plant is shorter. We can pick more beans with both hands. When we are picking, we need to pick just the red beans or the dark red, because one of these green beans can affect the flavor of 56 red good beans.
It's sweet.
It's sweet.
It's like sweet, but it like almost has a peppery to it.
Because when we had a drying the coffee.
So after 1 day of work, when we pick the beans, the first step is sorting our coffee by color. We need to take off all the green beans, and we need to separate the green beans to the red beans.
Okay.
Because only one green bean can affect 56 red good beans in flavor.
Okay.
After to sorting by color, we use this machine. So the name of this machine is Power Bicycle Machine. We put the coffee in top inside the machine. The machine peel the beans in front of this machine down the seeds, and in the other part down the host. And all is moving by the power bicycle.
Wow, okay.
You want to try?
I would love to. It smells good.
But don't it smell like coffee?
No.
It smells more like honey.
Yeah, almost peppery.
Yes.
Like peppery notes.
And it's ready.
Good?
Yes.
Is this really how you do to all of them?
We have a rule because if for make 100 pounds of coffee, of cherry coffee, we need to drive 20 minutes. And we have the beans. The host we can use it for to make organic fertilizer, or we can use it for to make tea.
Oh, how's that tea?
First we need to wash it.
Yeah.
Then we need to drive and we make like an infusion and don't taste like coffee.
No.
I don't know if you tasted the...
This is kind of sweet.
Exactly, it's kind of sweet. And it's more like a fruity flavors.
Cool.
Yes. After to take off the fair host, this coffee is slippery.
Yeah.
And have a lot of honey. Thanks to this honey, the coffee fermented by himself. The coffee is like every fruit. Every fruit have like a small percent of alcohol, and thanks to this percent of alcohol, the coffee fermented by himself. If you don't have a good fermentation, you don't have a good acidity, or you obtain more acidity flavor, but no good. It's more like a bitter. Bitter. So for this step, we use this fermentation flask. We use this fermentation flask. This coffee we take off the host yesterday in the afternoon.
Okay.
And today we start to check it. The coffee that it's ready, keep the host have different color, and now this coffee have different color and is not more slippery, and the sound is different.
I see.
It's more like a corn.
Was that like the honey washed and like
Exactly. But we have different process. If you like a coffee more like a sweetie, you make honey process. The honey process is when you don't wash and you don't take off this honey. You drive after to pass it in the power bicycle machine.
Yeah.
And thanks to this honey, the coffee are more sweet, more fruity flavors. You can drive the coffee with the fair host, the red. You drive and the fruity flavor of the coffee absorb the beans, and at the end you obtain fruity flavor. Sometimes these little patios is not enough, and we need to drive the coffee in the roof too. For the driving step, during between 7 to 10 days, depending with the weather. If it's a cold day, we need more days, but if it's a hot day, we need less days.
Do you move it around?
Yes, we need to move constantly. When it's the first day, when you wash it, you need to move like even and a half an hour. After 2 days, you can start to move like even 1 hour. But we need to start to move constantly. This hose we can use it for to make organic fertilizer, and this hose we know with the name golden coffee.
Golden?
Yes. If the coffee have the second hose, parchment. If don't have, when you take off, golden.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Cool.
Need to pass by one, by one, by one, by one, by one, for takeoff defects.
Defects, huh? How do you know a defect?
For example, this is a smaller bean that
tiny.
we need to separate.
Do you use it for anything?
Yes, we can roaster with the smaller beans.
Yeah.
We can grinder and sell in local market. And this is the defects. In the defects, you can find different defects of flavor, broken beans, some a little bit beans eaten.
Y como puede ver, ya está cambiando de color.
As you can see, the coffee starts to change
Se
color
empieza a sentir el aroma.
and it starts to smell.
Mm-hmm.
Tanchito, mami.
Popping.
Yes. But here we don't have like a first crack, second crack.
Yeah.
Because it's difficult.
Do you do it like every morning when you want your cup of coffee? You just like
We need a lot of time if we want to roaster the same at the same moment. If you roaster in dark, you damage the coffee.
Right.
Aquí ya está dorado. Como puede ver, es una mezcla, unos más dorados, otros menos.
So here the coffee already roasted. As you can see, we have a blend of colors. And here we need to take off the last one.
Mm. Oh yeah. Woo, popping.
Like that.
Mm.
Ahora vamos a ir hacia la piedra y lo vamos a moler.
Now come to outside and we use the grinder stone for ground our coffee. Una cuchara, por favor.
Esta es una piedra de moler. Es una piedra volcánica.
This is the grinder stone. It's made with volcanic rock.
Oh my
And
gosh.
in Guatemala, we use it for everything. We use it for to ground corn for to make tortillas. We use it for to make peanut butter, chocolate, black beans, and some spices, for to make some sauce and coffee.
Wow.
¿Te va a moler?
You want to try?
Yeah.
¿Sí?
I'll give it a shot. You're
Vamos a poner
stronger.
la mano aquí.
First, put your hands in this way, like my mom.
Luego hacia
And then-
arriba, hacia abajo.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's not rolling, you're just like,
It's like a mixed pressure.
how long have you been doing this?
My mom started to use the grinder stone when she was 7 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I started a little bit late when I was 10 years old. But this is more like a tradition.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's more rewarding the more you work for it.
But of course, if you want to get married, this is your test. When my father and my mom gets married, the next day for the wedding, my grandmother, mother to my father,
Mm-hmm.
have a present to my mom. Medio fuerte.
Medio fuerte.
All the coffee. This is like the last rush of the coffee. But as you can see in all the coffee too, the idea in our family is all the things need to recycling or have a second life.
Mm.
This we can use it for to make organic fertilizer or we can use it for to make cosmetics. Coffee,
Mm-hmm.
2 cups of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
In the afternoon we have like our coffee time.
Oh yeah. Gotta have it.
Sometimes
Oops.
mocha, cappuccino, latte,
Mm-hmm.
black coffee. And in the night, black coffee, because if don't drink black coffee, we couldn't sleep.
If you don't drink it, you can't sleep? Or if you do drink it?
If I don't...
It's good.
Yes.